Ladies and gentlemen, we have our very first tornado watches issued for today and for what is going to be a very, very active and possibly dangerous 4 or 5 days of severe weather in the United States of America, specifically in the southeast. But you got some for the west too. James Spann tornado watch issued for parts of Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi, and Tennessee until 7 p.m. Central Time. Additional watches will likely be required for parts of Alabama later this afternoon and tonight. And you got a flood advisory in effect until 1 p.m. California time. This is for parts of the Bay Area, and I'm looking at you, Daly City, Milleray, Pacifica, Half Moon Bay. I've been there. All right. And I got less than 3 days left to hit my December 2021 THORnews fundraiser goal. I only got $359 left to raise. So if you'd like to contribute, pop in end of the year THORnews bonus. That would be greatly appreciated. WebMD, CityMD canceling shit because of the giant wave of COVID cases. And the hospitalization numbers in New York City are kind of super duper scary. And if they continue at this pace, they will breach the number for what was the highest to kick off the USA part of the pandemic. So that's a big problem, man. I'll just try and stick with weather right now because I don't want to trigger too many of you sensitive bitches. And I use the Z on the end of bitches, so that makes it more loving. Yeah, here's our orange bean in here, where we'll be watching for severe weather up until midnight. The same area pretty much under the gun on New Year's Eve. I'm sorry, I meant New Year's Day. And then the day after New Year's Day, you got a giant danger weather spot in pretty much the exact same area. So the same area has shots at getting hit hard with tornadoes and rain and hail and shit. And they think the second day, or I'm sorry, New Year's Day will probably be the worst of the storms if you had to pick one. And unrelated to anything I've talked about here, ma'am, the answer to your question is yes. Man, can you believe it's almost the end of 2021? What a crazy world we live in. I hope everybody's ready. Jupiter has entered Neptune with Pisces, and I don't know, hopefully it'll slowly start to get better. Asterisk, question mark, asterisk. Try and keep these videos short, sweet, and bang them out rapid fire or whatever. But yeah, we're watching shit, man. Ethan Sakrosansky. Looking at the initialization from the 12Z GFS, we can see the two pieces of energy that merged together by New Year's Eve, along with Lee Cyclogenesis Colorado Low Formation. The exact details are kind of murky. Hey, cranky weather guy, when you come back, bro? Lake Tahoe getting hit with tons of snow. Ethan Sakrosansky, breaking his own personal THORnews mentions record. Very solid signal for a weekend storm. Exact track and precipitation type still uncertain at this time. He's talking about Ontario, and we'll be watching. So what did we do? Here we're looking at projected MRMS radar for Arkansas. This brought to us by Chris Crepon. You know, everybody loves crepes and quiche. What are you going to have for New Year's Eve day? Whatever. Okay. Hey, remember Asteroid 2019? Everything is A-okay. All right. Yeah, that's a crazy story. Chris Crepon, Alabama and Mississippi future radar. Because we're watching out for the tornado type blob thingies. The Rice women's basketball program had to cancel their North Texas game this morning because everybody got the Rona. It's actually ripping worse than I thought it would. Yeah. Putin and Biden are like, hey, let's talk about it. Not the, I get, yeah, but hey, you got tropical warmth and moisture all the way to Alaska. A new monthly state record had been set, which previously pulverized the day record. Man, I haven't been on a date in a long time. As I said, ma'am, the answer to your question is yes. This remarkable heat goes hand in hand with a remarkable contrast in North America. I was going to make a love life joke to the hand in hand comment, but couldn't come up with a funny punchline. Why don't you shut your face? I'm feeling spunky. Yeah, dude, weather's about to get super duper gnarly over multiple days. Round 1, round 2. And you weather weenies are going to be getting what you want. In some areas, possible 5 to 10 inches of snow. Man, I wanted to keep this one super short so I could just pop them out all day. But here I am, still talking to y'all and showing y'all maps. So you got Storm 1 pushing through. You got Storm 2 that's over 48 hours. Here we're looking at a landslide somewhere in the Middle East. Oh, man. So, yeah, be grateful for what you guys have if you want to. Do your own thing. Parts of Highway 1 are still closed due to an identified undermined rock mass on a hillside high roadway planned repair. Jim Cantori, the feature looks good on Water Vapor. Today's over the Four Corners and Friday, Saturday riding down the West Coast. The second has a large pivot, so it will take an extra day to arrive. But it's potentially a stronger contributor. By the time the second arrives, that southeast flood threat is going to be much higher. So yeah, we got some wild weather coming over the next 5 days, bro. And so I'm just doing what I do, which is telling you all about it ahead of time. Okay. Oh, and pew, 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 THORnews fundraiser. God bless everyone. Stay cool. Talk to you soon.